As I was looking through the list of words for our CLP3, I came across this phrase and I continued my research, but ultimately had to refer back to this. So my quote is, "All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others." This quote originated from the book Animal Farm, which was written by George Orwell in 1945. So this book was extremely controversial. It was classified as a fairy tale, revealing inequality that was going on in the world. I'll briefly explain a glimpse of the story. So you're going to have Manor Farm, which is the farm that this story takes place, and Old Major lets the other animals know that he had a dream, and in this dream, they overthrew the farm. Well, Old Major ends up passing away a couple of days later, and Snowball and Napoleon, which were two other pigs in the story, end up still plotting and figuring out ways that they could overthrow the farm. They never expected it to actually occur in their lifetime. They expected it to happen way later on, but it did. So after overthrowing the farm, they set up a list of rules for Animal Farm. And the rules are, whatever goes upon 2 legs is an enemy. The second being, whatever goes upon 4 legs or wings is a friend. 3, no animal shall wear clothes. 4, no animal shall sleep in a bed. The 5th one, no animal shall drink alcohol. I would struggle with that one. The 6th one, no animal shall kill any other animal. And the last one being, all animals are equal.
Yep.
Well, right. So life continues on the farm, and eventually these rules start changing. Slowly but surely, what ends up happening is the 4th law changes into in addition to no sheets. The 6th law adds without cause. The 5th law adds to excess. And then they completely eliminate the 1st law, the 2nd, and the 3rd to end up being 4 legs good, but 2 legs are better. And then the very final law, which the book ends with, is all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. So as I was also doing this research, I found a different perspective, which I found extremely interesting, which goes to discuss so you're going to have different ecosystems, and each of these ecosystems have animals that impact them more. So you're going to have the tropical rainforest, tundra, you also have the savanna, the desert, and then the ocean itself. The research that I found was of trophic cascades, so how animals impact each other. And you'll have the producers at the bottom, which will be the herbivores. You'll have the plants, the herbivores, and then the predators. Well, without the predators, there would be an excess of herbivores, and they would eat all the plants. So you need this system to be able to continue on. One example that they gave of a keystone species is the sea otter. So you'll have a sea otter. Without them, the sea urchins would multiply, and then the sea urchins would kill off the kelp. So without that sea otter, which is a keystone species, that whole ecosystem will be impacted. That was another example, adding orcas, but that's not necessary. This video, there's no caption, but it'll go to explain like how a keystone species impacts the ecosystem. There's no sound.
Oh.
So the starfish there is the keystone species in that environment, and without it, that whole little ecosystem would collapse. So the way Robert Payne and James Estes explained it is, yes, all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others because they truly impact that ecosystem while others make minimal impact to it. And that is all. Boop.